In terms of Liverpool's best starting 11, I think, look, Alisson starts in goal.
Yeah.
I think the back four now picks itself, although Conor Bradley at times might have a shout in there. I think he was unfortunate. Look, we saw games last season where he was incredible when he filled in for Trent. Now Frimpong coming and taking that place. So Bradley might get minutes, but Frimpong's going to be the starting right back.
Yeah, I think so.
Kirk is going to be starting right back, although he might alternate with Robertson sometimes. Konate and Van Dijk obviously nailed on. In terms of midfield, this is where I want your opinion as a Liverpool fan, because I see four very, very good players for three positions.
Yeah.
Gravenberch, McAllister seem nailed on. Wirtz obviously has to play.
Yeah.
Where does that leave Szoboszlai, and how do you fit
so
them all
interesting. So, in my opinion, I mean, that's the thing with Szoboszlai. He just brings that energy. Like, you need that energy. So Mo Salah last season said that the reason he was so good last season was because he at slot had players that would cover for him. One of those players was Szoboszlai. The amount of running that guy did. And in an attacking sense, I don't overly rate Szoboszlai. I think he's a bit overrated in terms of attacking. He's not the one to play that sort of killer pass forward, which I think Wirtz will do. But he does have that energy going back, defending, dropping in, filling in for the right back. When Trent was bombing on, he would drop into right back. And that is really important. I do think Jones can do that role as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a really tough rotation between them. I think if I had to decide the three, let's say, Gravenberch has to start. Defensively, he's by far the best out of our midfield. And he's also good at progressing the ball forward. McAllister, I mean, he was one of the best players last season. And I think he can really dictate the tempo of a game. And then Wirtz as well. The amount of money we pay for him, I just don't think, and the quality he brings as well.
So you think Wirtz kind of in the 10? In
the 10. So yeah, I would almost be playing 4-2-3-1 and have a double pivot of Gravenberch and McAllister.
Yeah. So Szoboszlai doesn't play in your best team. Because is there an argument that you could almost... Look, there's options there. I think you could put Szoboszlai further forward, put Wirtz in like a false 9 position, but then you kind of want him facing... You don't want him with his back to goal too much. You want him facing goal,
Yeah.
And then the argument could be put Ekitike out on the left. So you've got Wirtz, Ekitike, Szoboszlai still in the team. Maybe that's an option at points. Maybe putting Wirtz out on the left could be an option at points. I think he's versatile and he could do a role out there. But maybe it is just dependent on the game.
Yeah.
If you're playing against a team that's, going to sit back, then you can go for the more attacking options, which is having Wirtz in there. Or if you need more legs in the midfield, maybe... I don't know, I want to say McAllister drops out, but you managed to fit Szoboszlai in there somehow.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's where I'm just happy to have options. Like for a while, Liverpool had Fabinho, Henderson and Wijnaldum, and that was just our midfield every game. They didn't really provide much apart from just that energy, that engine in the midfield. Now our midfield actually has creativity. It has energy. There's so much to it and there's so many options. Like you said, depending on the game. Yeah, Szoboszlai might start, McAllister might start. I'm excited. I think like I said, best team, Gravenberch, McAllister, further forwards, Wirtz.
Yeah, that makes sense. And all right, let's just say the hypothetical that Isak does come in, which I still think he will.
Yeah, me too.
What is the best team then? Where does Ekitike go on the left? Does Wirtz go on the left and Isak up front? Isak can also play on the left. We've seen it for Sweden. Gyökeres obviously plays through the middle and Isak goes out wide. But I probably think to get the best out of Isak, as we see in the Prem, you play him through the middle. So Salah obviously plays on the right. What is that front two? Does Gakpo play with Isak?
Poor Gakpo, man.
It was great last season. This is the thing.
And he is so good. I think he could be on for a big season. But yeah, with signing Isak, he starts. Ekitike, I can't see us not playing him in some ways. Again, I think it's like the midfield. It will be versatile. I think Gakpo is a left winger, so he does cover that side really nicely. Yeah, I wonder if Ekitike goes to the bench and Gakpo goes on the left.
I think he's so good.
I do. I really rate
that 6, Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz, Salah, Isak, Ekitike. That scares the hell out of me, man.
Yeah.
It really does. Whereas, look, I rate Gakpo as well, but something about Ekitike, something in just his confidence, the flair, the like the trickery. Do you know what I mean? Like everything about him is just like, I feel like he just needs minutes. He just needs to be in this team. He needs to gel with these players. And I feel like if you're putting an Isak and then you're almost stunting his growth in a way, because then he's going to play in the FA Cup and Carabao. He's not going to play in these big high pressure games. I feel like if he plays more, like if he plays enough minutes, he will turn into a top player. So I think if I was on this slot, I would play him. I would play Isak up front. I'd play Ekitike on the left, or maybe I'd rotate the two. Maybe I'd say, look, depending on where the ball is or the runs you're making, if it's going in the channel, Isak runs in behind, Ekitike goes in the middle. You can kind of have a fluidity between those two.
I think both of them are good enough to do that as well.
Yeah, they are.
I think one big moment of last season was us playing. Actually, we beat PSG at their stadium. I think Slot looked at that, and especially the attacking line of PSG, and was just like, I want that. I really want that.
Yeah.
And that involves your front players being so versatile, so being able to change position, because there's points where Kvaratskhelia was like moving in.
Yeah.
You know, for defenders, that is an absolute nightmare of knowing who to follow, anything like that. So maybe that's what he's thinking. Isak up front, Ekitike on the left, and the two of them just interchange throughout the game. Yeah. So you just never know who's going to be up front, who's going to be on the left. It's just constantly swapping around. And yeah, I mean, that would be scary. It does. I do worry, like, I just think that will that leave the left side a bit empty at points? Like, I don't know, could they get in the way of each other? Because they're so similar. Ekitike and Isak are such similar players. You would say maybe Isak has more to his game at the moment, but Ekitike could develop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do get what you're saying, but I do wonder if Slot will trust in Gakpo most games. Especially at the back post as well. He's an absolute animal with Verts kind of finding him.
So for you, everyone fit without Isak, because he's not there just yet. What is Liverpool's best starting 11?
So Alisson in goal, obviously. Kanate and Van Dijk on the left. So we've got Kirkes playing left back. I'm going to say Frimpong is the right back, the go-to right back. Gravenberch and McAllister as the double pivot. Verts playing in the 10. On the right, Salah, obviously. On the left, Gakpo, I think, at the moment. And Ekitike up front. And I'm happy with that. Yeah. That's a good team.
Good team. Obviously, Bournemouth at home, first game of the season.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that? What's your prediction?
Do you know what? Bournemouth last season, I would have been worried. But this season, they've not got a back line. They've let pretty much everyone in their back line go. So I actually think it could be a really good time to play them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think first game of Anfield, obviously tributes to Jota as well. Yeah, buzzing to get the season going. I think we start off with a big win.
Atmosphere's it's going to be crazy.
Friday night as well.
Yeah, man.
The lights.
Crazy. You talk about, Bournemouth as well. They lost Zabani, now we're gone to PSG. Obviously, Huijsen to Real Madrid. Yeah, they look a bit of a different team. I know Semenyo signed a new contract, but I think that's just way too big of a task, way too early. Especially like you're saying, the Jota tributes. I think that atmosphere is going to be insane. I see nothing other than a Liverpool win here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 4-1 Liverpool.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2-0.
Okay, you've gone humble.
Yeah. I just think, let's keep it solid. Last season, we didn't see many batterings. Keeping it solid. Yeah, a couple of lovely goals. Ekitike and Verts, that'll do me.
There you go. Nice.